Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Icarus. So hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. If you missed it, it was a 2-hour special. I didn't even plan it to be 2 hours, but yeah, we did some pretty interesting adventures with Buffalo. So if you haven't seen that, you need some like a nice movie, you know, the length of a movie. Sit down, check that one out. But today we got something cool. And I'll tell you why. So check this out. After the last the video, right? You saw I got all 3 of those things. So then I waited till the next meteor shower and I did a scan like I always do right at the house. And this is really kind of showing it could be this really far away, half the map. This one, not so much. So I went up here to the desert and scanned again, and look, all 3 are in the desert. Like, you look at this one here, and I guess, like, you almost, like, intentionally pick the middle, thinking it's going to be this way. But I went up here, and all 3 are here. I ran over to here and spotted one. There's one right here. And ran to here. So it looks like one with this depth here, somewhere's probably over here, and something up here. So thought that would be interesting. But I did, since I made the 2-hour special, I did have a short little stream in there. We didn't really do anything, just had some fun. But I was looking for a black panther, and I was up here in this little area here, and I found, you know, people are like, get a moa, get a moa. So we picked up Jason moa, and I brought back a baby moa, and I put him in the barn, and I checked on him, I fed him, and before I could tame him, he somehow disappeared, wandered off, glitched out. Like somehow, some way he got out of here and was gone, like nothing. So anyway, I thought, you know what? This is way too small. It's too small. So, whoop, I'm building this thingy. So I started building it on the stream. I made the bridge on the stream. And then I had tried to do 2 levels of it. And, you know, like I did 2, the first 2 here were down equal with this. And then it stepped up. Then I'm like, wait a minute. How the heck am I going to do the roof? Right? How are you going to do the roof when that step... It was an uneven step. Now, if I could have measured it against one of those half slabs, I could have done it. But so I tore these front 2 rows out, brought them up to the level, and just put the stairs here. And I actually think it looks way better. So I've built the outline of it, and I put some lights in here. I've run water over to here, and I've run power over to here. And I tried these lights out. They looks pretty good. I don't know how, it usually gets pretty dark when you put up the walls, but I want to build this guy today. And then maybe we can go get a moa and see if it works. I'm going to leave this building here just because I like the look of the 2 buildings. But I've gone out of my way because it is a lot of time and effort to build all the stuff. So I've built everything already. Let's start with the floor. We're going to start with said floor. You can see I just came in the game because all my stuff is at the top. I always end up moving it down here, and every time you leave and come back, it reorganizes everything. So we're going to do this, and it's going to look, I think it looks pretty cool. I actually put this little front part on here because I was up on the roof trying to make that other thing work, and I couldn't make it work. There was a gap, or there was going to be a big overlap where like part of a flat roof stuck through into this roof. It just looked goofy. So then I'm like, wait a minute, what about like one of those chalet lodge entrances? My thought behind this was I wanted to leave, I didn't want to put these pillars here across, because what if I bring an elephant back? So I wanted to leave this big. And I thought, oh, you know what? I can build like a cool entrance. Anyway, let's get to laying some floor. Now this floor here I don't think is directional at all, so it doesn't matter where the arrow's pointing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I really like building. And my new favorite way of building is like this, to build the structure first. Because honestly, it's kind of hard to see where you've put pillars and where you haven't. You got to kind of go right up to everything. So doing it this way, building the framework of it, actually works out pretty good. Now, I think the reason why that other one escaped, someone said it might be because I only had 2 beds in there, so the MOA didn't have its own bed, you know, possibly. Why did I make so many of these? I thought I made like just the right amount of everything. All right, check this out. So on the side, somebody brought this up to put the walls on the side of the foundations, because these were like those stone, cobblestone looking foundations, and that looks so good. So I went around and did all that. It was a lot of work. Like, see this, I know I always say this, but this rock pile here, that rock pile, there was some big ones over there, and all of those up there I cleared out. They're all back because I came back. All that you can see over there I've cleared out, and I kept using my little miner here to clear everything out. So pretty cool. Now I'm thinking about putting a door out here, like right here, maybe with like a staircase and a door, just a single door, or I could put it on the back side here to get up and in there in case, you know, I want to jump in here and run this way. I don't, why, how did I end up with so many of these things? So I'm something in my head is missing. So all right, let's do the top. Let's do the top. Now I may have to I had to climb up the side here to get this done, but maybe this will work. We'll see if we can get it done from the floor. I'm hoping this thing looks pretty cool when it's done. I mean, you get a bit of an idea of what it's going to look like now. Perfecto. You have to have like a little bit of patience, because if you click this thing, it jumps around so quickly. And if I place one up there, the reason I had to climb up there was one of these angle things got placed weird up there. And while I was up there, I put a lightning rod up. So I was like, what the deal? Deploy. You watch. I'm gonna be short on something, and how do I miss the floor by 20? Maybe I had them done already, and I made another batch or something. Something weird. Come on, you want to do it? Oh, there you go. Come on. Okay. Oh, someone counted right on that one. Wow, that's a big barn up there. I could make a loft, not like the first floor, but like not here, but this level up here, make a loft. That'd be pretty cool. We'll see what it looks like when it's all done. Now I'm thinking about just doing windows on, well, maybe we'll go 1, 2. I think I just counted for 2, and then the fronts. I'll see how many windows. I made some of these guys, the window thingies. I closed these windows because it was a windstorm was here, and it was like blowing twigs in my house. Like, what the heck is with that? Now I need some fresh air up in this bad boy. There we go. It even makes a little squeaky sound when you're... So I moved the beehive over here, and I moved the beacon over there. I got rid of the water drinking thing because now I have the water and oxygen in the powerhouse. And I moved these two things, which were over here, into that little area. So that's what we got going there. All right, I built 8. Yeah, see, I only built 8 windows, but that's okay. We can figure that out. I just hope with those lights it doesn't get dark in here. I don't want to... Oh, I put a little sign here. Barn. Barn. Let's see. If I'm going to do a door, maybe I'll do one right there. I'll do a door right there. Door. Okay, and then... solid... I didn't make a ramp or anything yet for that, so we'll have to craft that bad boy up. Yeah, the amount of stone, again, to do... Oops, I messed that one up. The amount of stone... That's interesting. You could do windows up here. Huh. That would be interesting. Like to do a window there and a window there. Okay, perfect amount. Let's do a window up here. And then here. And then a window up here. And there. Okay, kind of weird, but maybe it'll look good. It's hard to see that little arrow on there. Perfect amount of those. I'm gonna have to make, let's see, there's 4, 8. I need 4 more of those window thingies, and I need a concrete door. I was looking where to make the concrete door. It said to make it in the, I think I need rebar for these though. Yeah, steel rebar. And it was 10 each. Not cheap because steel's... Alright, I know I have steel. I know I melted some steel down somewhere. There's that. Alright. Rebar. So, if I need 4... They're 10 each, I believe. I believe! Make 4 more windows. 13? What the... Oh, what was 4? Oh, these things were 10. The railings were 10. All right, never mind. We got enough. We got plenty. We got plenty. Okay, windows, and we'll take these windows, and we'll take these guys. Oh, I did make there's a concrete door in there. All right, I did make one. Cool. All right. Yeah, it looks like this corner's going to be a little dark, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Deploy. This one? Okay. Come on, baby. This one? No. Angle right? That's right. A perfecto. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice. Looking good, looking good. All right, windows. Must snap. I think it's going to be a good-looking barn. I'm just going to throw that out there. Just going to run it out on a limb. Perfect. I love the sound it makes. You know, I had to hold back so bad last night. I wanted to finish this place, but I'm like, no, people are going to want to see this. Don't do it. But I figured I could at least build a structure. That'll save some time. All right, let's grab the concrete door. What else do we have in here? We have the we have these guys, and some of this stuff is extra stuff. Extra pillars. I really overkilled the floor. I must have missed out that I had already grabbed it. Okay, concrete door back here. Oh, we need to make a ladder for that. We'll do it this way. Yeah, we'll do it that way. That way, coming from the outside, it opens up that way. La, 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 la. So these guys here, I thought looked pretty cool. You know, give it that whole bridge effect. And maybe keep an animal from falling off into the water? Hey, what do you know? The exact amount. Nice. That looks pretty good. Left that one open. That's looking pretty good. Definitely matches the house. I mean, if you love animals, you're going to want something like that. All right, I need to make a ramp. Or staircase? Yeah, staircase. I made some extra. Like, to make this mini right here, it'd take my whole inventory full of stone to make that many stone bricks. And then when you use a stone brick, 27 just to make this ramp. So very expensive. It's very expensive, but man, does it look so much better. Whoop! I didn't do it on this side because it was shaded. See how it just looks black during the day? That's why I put it on the back. It's not quite as bad shaded, but it's still shaded. There we go. Oh, that doesn't... Wait, that's not right. That's not right. So these have been lifted with the page up, page down thingy. Let's see if I can... Can't do it with this. I can't page up and page down with this. How about home? So home is like a free move. Oh my gosh, this one actually works with home. On the other one did not let me page up and page down. Kind of hard to see. Just gotta watch that first top one getting ready to clip. That looks fine there. Yeah, there we go. Custom, pretty steep stairs. I wouldn't let your grandparents walk up this thing, but that worked pretty good. All right, looking good so far. There was this other thing. So looking down here, remember it's a barn, and I want a giant opening, but I was thinking about this. I made one of these to try this out. I made one of these guys, and let's see. Now you're gonna say turn it around, but trust me, I'm gonna put it a certain way that at first you're gonna think, oh, those things are on the wrong side, but the weird thing about this is you have to stand like off to the side. to get it. That one's clipping way more on that side. So that one is just clipping into there. That one's just clipping into there. That one's just touching that. And that one's just touching that. So it's like 1.5 showing, 1.5 showing. That's about as square as I think I can get it. So the idea here, oh geez, there's spikes on this thing. Oh, look, I mean, theoretically, this is supposed to be the way you look this way, right? But I guess these could probably open in there. I wonder if I should turn it around. Wonder if I should turn that bad boy around. Probably look better. I never even thought of trying it the other way, but let's try it. Why not? All right. Here we go. See how it's like lines you off to the side. It's so weird. I don't know if I can do it this way. Everything's in the way. About home on that one. No. I don't know why it throws you off to the side. And I don't think it gave me a rotate ability. Man, I had it perfect before too. What is it clipping on? Oh. It's not liking me this time. Oh, look, it pivots off this. What the? Oh my god. So I had it like perfect the first time. Oh lordy. I don't think I can look at it this way for some reason. Is that saying it's colliding with me? So I need it to come back. This is as far as I can look down, and I'm inside a pillar here. Stuck. Oh, I got stuck for a second there. Whoop! I mean, that looks good from here. So we got basically 1.5. It's a little bit over that way. That opens up without hitting there. But what's the gap like? See, I really wanted this to be back up against there. But I think that'll be okay for now. We don't want to get too carried away and lost on one little thing. But it kind of looks cool, right? Remember, it's a barn. It's not... Oh, I had to add extra power too, by the way, out here. It's really ugly, but I did 3 more out here. Perfectly spaced on those 3. And I actually added another battery pack because I noticed my stuff was running off batteries. When it just takes just a little bit, a very small percentage of the degradation of the wind turbines, and at full strength it was 22,500. And with like 94%, it went down to 12,000. I'm like, wait a minute, that math doesn't calculate. I went and repaired this one, and this one, and it went up to 22,000. Like, wait a minute. The math isn't calculating, so the demand is a lot higher now. So I added a 3rd battery bank. I have now the ability to turn this on because I put in this stuff. But I only gonna do this thing like at night if I need it. and it can run off these batteries because it's like, yeah, there's a fair amount of battery storage there. All right. What else do we have? So I also I made some bear rugs for in there. I think there is a coziness factor. I made another food trough, and I made another watering trough. I've got 2 beds here, and I've got 2 more beds on the floor in there. So what I'm thinking about is like, maybe they won't hog the trough. You get it? Maybe they won't, you know, they all bunch up around it if I have 2. Now, let's see how big these are in relation to this stuff. Like, there's a food one here. If I put a food one here, let's try it. Oh, that food's on that side. That's clipping. We don't want that clipping. Come on. Pick up. Okay. Come on, get straight. So it was right there before. I'm looking at the... I was looking right at these things. It was past that line before. Look at that. That's pretty good. Now, that blocks a lot of movement around this way. But if I put the food thing there and the water thing on this side, and then I can put a water here and a food here. So it kind of spreads them across. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that. The one thing in the game though is like, I love the building, but it's if you're really like a little bit, you know, I'll call it detail oriented. I'm always looking to have this line up with that, and then see this thing looks a little cattywampus, and it's further forward than back. It's kind of hard to look at. Why is it turned though like that? Shouldn't be turned. It's the little details that can drive me crazy. Okay, so I set it back off the front a little bit. That's a lot more balanced, and it's not quite as janky. All right, I'm gonna grab the water hose and the electrical hose. So here's a water hose and an electrical hose. Oh, look, for my next adventure, instead of bringing the buffalo, I'm going to bring Orbital exchange interface. So Fragler, I believe it is the one who's been giving me like some high-tech tips, you know. And he's like, listen, if you just build one of these and set it down out there, you can call a drop pod in and immediately send your ore into orbit. I'm like, what? Why haul it all the way back just to send it in orbit here if I'm using that drop pod still, right? Like I'm sending that thing around. Why not drop a pod over there for me? It's a good idea. Now, I still got all these guys here too. So I'm going to try that. We're going to try that on this next one, and then I won't have to bring the buffalo. The only reason to bring the buffalo was to haul back the exotics. The only reason. Now, oh, someone did mention, you know, I swapped the backpack to the Explorer. My other one had the Survivalist or something. It was like weight carrying capacity for ores. It doesn't make a difference. I tested this. It doesn't make a difference on exotics, but on iron and all that stuff, dude. So remember when I go up to my mine up there and I grab the iron and copper, and I could grab the whole thing of iron and grab more than half the copper and be fine on weight? I grabbed the iron and it was saying 300 out of 192. I switched backpacks and it went back down to where I could go grab like 3 rows of copper. So that bag on regular ores is huge difference. A huge difference. So anyway, this thing needs water and power. This thing needs just power. Now the power is going to be the more straightforward one because I've already run it over for the lighting. But the water needs to be run over here, so. Now the wiring always looks goofy, but it is what it is. You know, you got to kind of just deal with it. So this guy is idle and this guy is off. Did that not? Maybe it's off because there's no water in it yet. Okay, let's see. So I only ran the water to there. What I did with this one is I ran it up and branched it off across. So I think I'll do the same thing on this guy. You see how the lighting, when I launch my lantern. So that other one's kind of stuck in there. Okay, that's kind of ugly, but oh well. That's ugly. Nope. There we go. There we go. Now it's working. Now this is two more machines I just added. So now we're adding even more draw. So the satellites, the solar panels are really good. See, now we're up to 18,400. That's not, I don't like the offset between here and here. Now look, it's at 21, right? Now I'm just going to show you what I was talking about. Look at that. It's only at 24, 34 out of 25. We repair 1. Okay. Again, 24, 34. 24, 34. Oh, am I losing my solar or something? Dude, why are these... There's barely any damage to them. Look at that. It's still whack. What the deuce? Ho. Does not like you walking across these thingies. 97%. So that 24 or 30 whatever is 97% full. Same thing on all these. I try and the modifier's at 3%. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Woo! 27,000. So across all those with just a 3% loss, took me down to 21. So it's something I gotta keep in mind. It's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna have to do like a thumper mission or something. We need a bunch more meat to make food for these guys. I've been using my meat up in here. Stringy meat. See, these make a lot of the regular meats, but... Okay. We'll do that. Now, I imagine I'm going to put a... I'm going to spread these around a little bit. So these are the beds. Put a bed here. And put a bed over here. Okay. We'll put a bed, some beds back there. But now I've got these guys here. Okay. These are for coziness value, man. Is it... Is it insulting to put rugs down of their friends from the forest? It might be. Alright, I think I'm going to move these guys. One skill point. I can just ride him down. Whoa. How you like your new spot? Alright, so I was told to leave them wander because if you tell them to stay, they might not get to the water. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to leave it at stay right now. But I can see where that could be an issue. If I take this off him, can I ride him? Nope. Has to have the card on him. I think you could make a regular saddle for him. Basic riding saddle. So 2 rope. I'm going to try and make a basic riding saddle. Maybe I can ride him without putting the cart. If you put the cart on, you can ride him for sure. Which is weird. I guess the cart comes with its own saddle. And I think if you make a basic saddle, it's like... I think they were saying it is like faster. Where this is like a hauling saddle. Yeah, he barely has anything in his any inventory space like that. Whoa, big fella. All right, let's make a man out of you and put your saddle back on you, your real one. Oh, what did I just do? Oh no, oh it's right there. I'm like, dude, did I just delete his saddle? Oh my God, what am I doing? That one makes him look tougher. There you go, buddy. All right, I'm gonna go grab your other stuff down here. You guys stay in there. I'm gonna grab this. And this. I don't want to be short any beds, so. Grab that. And this. Perfecto. And this guy. Yeah, my cabling wasn't much better in here. Alright. So we'll put a bed here. Put a bed over here. And then we'll put this guy over here. Oh, perfect. And then this guy right here. Pretty good. Okay. I'm going to take the water. Dang it. Didn't want to go any further down. All right. Now, gotta bring this guy down. What the? So I can wrap it around the backside, maybe. Okay. Let's do a little custom feeding on these guys. Perfect. Put this food back in here for them. Alright. We'll leave them for a bit, and let's go sleep. It's nighttime. Come back, we'll move our ranching station over there. Ranch time. Dong. Yeah, I didn't know how you guys are going to react to a 2-hour. That's a long one. But you know what? If you watched it, you could see that, like, I was so focused, I looked over like, oh my god, this is a super long video. That's crazy. All right, in here we've got the cart. We've got the watering trough and just some stuff that I build with. Move this guy over there, the old ranching station. Where do I want to put the ranching station? Maybe over here? Probably a good spot for it. There we go. Yeah, see, he's not moving. I want to see what they do when I wander. Because when I let them wander in the other one, they were glitching in the walls and stuff. And this guy's like, had his leg hiked up on the wall. Well, he's like at 99 on everything. It's like he drank, so... I just want to see what they're going to do. I was mentioning that I saw a video on, like, you know, the basics of this stuff a while back, and the person that was showing it kept showing them glitching out of from in here and being out there. So, like, if they get up next to the machine, I was like making them stay, and because they were right by each other, they both were getting food and water because I never had to go force them to do it. I don't know if maybe they're happier when they wander. We'll leave them in wander mode for a bit just to see what happens. You see how the corners are pretty dark. I could probably see those lights that I make. None of them are like wall lights. They're all, you got to hang them. That's why I had to do these weird pillars and stuff. They look happier, don't they? And as big as this place looks, now look, it doesn't look so big now with just even 2 of them in there. Imagine a moa and, I don't know, somebody said elephant or mammoth, and that's crazy. But just imagine 2 more animals in here. It's not too big of a barn is what I'm getting at. See, he's got his nose sticking through the wall like he wants to go do something over there. I think I even set him to passive. That way... Yeah, I set him to passive. That way he won't try and go after somebody. He's set to passive as well. I think it looks pretty good, right? I guess one of the keys would be, like, for me to go out and see what they do. I mean, I know they're not following me, but... Maybe we get a good look and see what this looks like now. Oh yeah, it's starting to look like quite the compound. I mean, we've got our building, the barn, these 2 buildings, that bridge over there, and this random one over here. This is Guns for Hire's place, and I made him a little mother-in-law cabin right there. He lives on the island by himself. He could sleep with the buffalo too if he really wanted to. I think it looks pretty good. And it's way better that I reorganized that that roof, because it was going to be ugly. I wasn't going to be able to make it look good. And then to make it just not so ginormous sloping, that front part there I think adds a lot to it. I think it adds a lot to it. Now if we want to go try and get a moa, we can. He's at that back door, isn't he? It's like he wants to go somewhere. $94, $98, $95, $95. Dude, get off the back there. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, big boy? I kind of want to bring them over next to these things and then make them stay. So there's 11 in there. There's 20 in there. Yeah, I get a little nervous. I don't want them to leave here. And because they're set to passive, you know, if they get out, they won't fight back. Defensive, maybe? Just in case. I'm going to leave him in wander mode. If I lose him, it's not my dang fault. All right. I'm going to have to do something to do like a meat run again. I've kind of gone through my meat. I made more meat pie. I've made more meat pie here. As you can see. And then I made the muffins. So I got all that going for us. And then I've eaten all the stuff out of here. I kind of snack on that while I'm around here building. Then in here, I had, you know, stacks of 20 and of the other stuff, but it's not an emergency right now, but to feed the animals, it will be. All right, let's go try and get a moa. Let's grab one of these and one of these. And one of those. Okay. Put this away. I put the power one over here. Now I really want to go into the desert, but I want to go over there, and what I might do is go put the I don't think that any are going to be like close enough together. I'm going to go where I found the other moa. That's where I'm going right now. I don't want to put any close together. I don't think I'm going to be able to put any close together where I'm doing 2 at a time. But what I want to make sure I do is get them all 3 marked, because that last time the one that was marked did not get cleared out. So that was cool. So what I'm thinking is if I can get 2 drills, 2 wind turbines, the radar, and maybe a spare wind turbine, I can go over there, drop the drop pod down maybe by the first one, and then go run and look for the other ones. Or maybe go to the furthest one and start there, whatever. And just do it that way. Because even though I can get over there, like I got over there fast to do what I have marked right now, it does get a little bit old running all the way over there, even though I think I had 4 minutes. Maybe I had 6 minutes left on my food. and I got from the desert all the way home, and I still had time. So it took about like 4 to 5 minutes to sprint the whole way. But yeah, it gets a little. Hey, really? I'm busy trying to get a MOA there, Storm. You're like, yeah, dude, there's a 3-day forecast up there. You should be able to know the storm's coming. All right. It's hard for me to read that. Like, are we on the one that's at a half day and we have two more, one each the next 2 days and then nothing the days after that? Or the green ones with they have two different size of the, like the wind indicators on there. I gotta see if there's a mine. I don't know if there's a mine around here I can hide in. Let's just take a quick peek on that. There is a mine all the way in the back here. Nothing else around. So I'll show you where I got the MOA before. It was right back in here. Not seeing any. Yeah, I got it right about here. Right here. It was originally up on this little plateau. Supposed to be a mine back here somewhere. Oh, I think it's back there in that little crevice. The crevice. Or not. Here it is. Found it. Alright, let's see what's in here. Got that in here. Whoop whoop. About to, after the last couple episodes, including this one, I'm about to do some missions again. There is supposedly a mission that's going to give me a pick that is, gives you like bonus exotics. But it's unrepairable. But what I can do is just run around to all the caves and get those exotics, you know, just do a loop around the caves near me. And maybe I can get a lot. I don't know. At this point, though, the interesting thing is I don't really see anything in the workshop that I want. Other than those legendary guns, but in order to get those, I need to do stuff on Prometheus, I believe. Because I need to get those other exotics. Pretty bad storm. There, right in between the two. Would you trust your back to like the cave worms and stuff? I don't know if I would. So we know there's, we know we've seen MOA in this area. We've seen them definitely over in this area, definitely in this area. But there was 3 here, a single and then a parent and a kid. But they might be gone because I mean, I killed them all. So we might have to find it somewhere else. Yeah, this thing here is where one of those missions where I had to climb up on top of this thing. It's funny, when I come running back, a lot of times I run this side of the lake. What I'm trying to do is avoid this. I run this way. And then I end up going over here and getting stuck on this. I found if I do keep to this side, it's more natural going that way. There's my two animals right there. Looks like they're still in the thingy. Now I couldn't find the moa on here because it didn't finish taming before it left. I guess maybe you have to have the equal number of beds for the number of animals you have. I didn't read that anywhere, but that's the only thing I can think of. I had 2 beds down, but I do remember I had the horse first and I had a bed down. Then I brought the buffalo back and it kept saying sleepy and unhappy. Once I put a second bed down, then it laid down, and so I guess a bed for each animal. Now there is like a snare trap. I think you can probably snare a wolf or something and then tame it somehow. It would be interesting to do like a snow leopard or a black jaguar or something. That would be really cool. Because he'd kind of be like a doggy. There is dogs that you can bring down from the workshop, but man, dude, if something happened to my dog, I'd probably quit the series. So I don't think I'll even bring a dog down. I would be so bummed. I would be super duper bummed. What do we got out here? Any moas? No, not there, not there. Look at it's a baby deer. I wouldn't want a deer either. So there's an area here that like some missions will give you a right here in this area is another one of those like where you have to fight off and then fight the big Black Panther. And we have that sitting trophy of that Black Panther. Is that a buffalo? That's a bear. There's the buffalo. See, now that's what I remember from the shotgun. Really close range. Look at pair of buffalo here. So maybe the oh, there's moa right there. Dang it. All right, unhappy creature, follow me. So as fast as the moas are, I look back and I guess since it's a baby, it didn't seem that fast. It kept like falling way behind on the other one. Maybe it was a limp moa and I don't know. Maybe it was better that we didn't get it. Oh, there's another set here. Wonder if you could lead 2 creatures back. That'd be interesting to know. He's gonna get pissed that I've got baby mo. Do you see those paws or claws or whatever those things? This one seems faster. Does it show a level? No, it just says juvenile. I think they all start at level 1 or whatever. What game? There's another game where. Oh, in Ark. So like say you want a saber tooth, right? And you go find a saber tooth, but you could find like a level 4 saber tooth or like a level 80 saber tooth. And you always want to start with the higher levels because it takes less time to get them up to beast mode. But also if you do get them a little bit lower level, as they level up, they get like points that you can put toward them, like stamina or bite force or all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And maybe it's just this treat area, because this is the area I remember him kind of being a little slow. He got stuck on a couple trees like normal. Whee! Moa time! It's funny with the moa because the first thing you see is that long skinny head popping out through the bushes. Where the buffalo, you just hear like, ka-dung, 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 ka-dung. It's just barreling its way through. You guys know my history with maintaining pets in games. It's not, I don't have that strong a history with the survival rate of my tamed pets. And it usually has to do with feeding and watering them. Now, unfortunately, see, I ran into this thing again, just like I said, coming from this side. I'm going to air quote, automatic feeder, right? It converts meat. I'm sure it converts other things. It may convert like, well, let's bring some pumpkins back with us. It probably converts this, but it degrades. And so, I mean, oh, 2 wolves, huh? I hear you behind me. It degrades, so you got to keep that in mind, that you got to keep putting food in there. The best thing possible in all these things is always keep a full stack. That way, as it's degrading down and it goes from 20 to 19, it starts at full green again. So it's the best time. If you got like 3 stacks of like 13, then you're just wasting food. Now, if I get him right behind me, he should follow me through this door. Look at, immediately press to stop leading. You gonna go eat? Okay, so the horse just... Alright, so wander is BS. Because Tatanka, they're both outside. I am not going to have that. Come on, buddy. I knew that was going to happen. That's what that other guy was having. Why not put them right by the feeders and have them stay, and then they definitely eat, because like I said, I haven't had any problems up till now. Just run over him. Don't worry about him. All right, stay right there. Stay. Horsey. Come on. Come on. Whoa! You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Alright, we're gonna put him on this side. Right here. We're gonna make him stay. Moa's still in here. Let's close that up. Alright, how's he doing? He is at... So he needs to eat. This guy needs to eat. And this guy's in the taming process. But look, he's got the smiley face because he laid down immediately on a bed. So I got the temperature is good, the food is good, the happiness is good. No sleepy. He's kind of ugly. You see that mug? Yeah, see, that's why I wanted to get 2 of these things to spread them out. And then make him... He's eating, or he's rubbing his nose in the food. One of the 2. It's pretty cool. I really like the look of the buffalo. He's just a big fella, you know? He's just a big fella. I'm curious to see what you guys said about that long video, because I was pretty nervous that he was going to get killed. I mean, like, you're like, oh, dude, just go tame another one. I'm like, yeah, but, you know, you put in some time on him and you kind of forge a relationship, you know? See, he's eating. Got more room, front and back. You know, where before I had these things right up against a wall and they could only go from one side. See what he's doing. He's going to be needing to eat pretty soon. He just ate. He just ate and he's in stay, so I think if I can make them stay close to these things, that's probably my best bet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here and I'm going to watch this moa until it's... Normally, with these other two, I just put them in the pen and then I left and I came back like 2 days later. I'm like, oh, look, they're tamed. But the last time I had a moa in here, he glitched. Well, I say he glitched, but he ended up on the outside of the building and then probably ended up wolf food for all I know. But I didn't have a bed down for him, so we'll see what it does. Hope you guys enjoyed this one little build episode, some taming. I know you guys wanted me to tame, so I'm getting some of this done. We may go after the exotics in the next one, or maybe we'll pick a mission and see if it goes up there, you know. But I like to get those. What I was getting at earlier, though, I think like I usually do, stop talking about what I'm talking about. I don't really see anything in the workshop that I want to buy other than those legendary rifles. Maybe one of the armors, which is going to take, like, I have to unlock like level, just like 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to level 5, like one of the really good armors. But the armors seem to be like good, you know, they're more specialized for Arctic or for desert or for lava. You know, there's like an obsidian one or something. I don't know, but I do like collecting them because I never collected them, and now I'm kind of focused on the exotics. If I would have collected them the last times I played this, it would have still been in there even though I started a new character, because when I go in as my other character to the Yaw world, which my guy's level 22, in the workshop, it's all my money and exotics, so I can drop pod things over there. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have a moa next video. Oh, he's trying to leave. Look at him. He's trying to leave. Loser. You saw him trying to climb out the window, right? So this could be a problem here. I don't think I could stack that. He definitely looks like he's trying to leave. This is what happened last time. I didn't stay in here. And he left out of that building over there and he got killed. Until he's tamed, he's not even a marker. I wonder if I can put like more of these in here up higher. Or do they probably only go on the ground there. I do have those, there's those half thingies you can do. Let's see. Where are they? Just do the half ones. Yeah, stone brick half pieces. You can do those. I don't know, it's gonna make it look kind of ugly. I know you want to leave, dude. Anyway, I'm going to stay in here. See you guys all next episode.